Hi, it's Squadron and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox. And before we get into the video proper, please be respectful in the comments because I'm asking your opinion on something that can be a sensitive issue. Whenever we get into the territory of gankers v loggers, there's a lot of strong opinions either way. Now, my position has always been the same. There's no reason to cheat, ever. However, I'm not going to say it's not a dick move to kill people while they're AX hunting. Now, Southish says it's his roleplay, and this guy he kills took it well and he offered him a lot of money. Now you can see, Southish is a very odd guy. It's got to be said. But his roleplay in this situation is he's defending the Thargoids from the human menace and trying to encourage people not to attack Thargoids. And I can't argue with that roleplay. You know, I'm a guy who pretends to be a space pirate, so I'm not going to criticize anyone else's roleplay or say anyone else's roleplay has less value than mine. However, I'm still going to say it's a dick move attacking AX ships.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I mean, let's face it, I gave IED a lot of stick for choosing to attack AX ships in AX conflict zones. Mainly because they're a good guy squadron and I felt it wasn't the right behaviour for a good guy squadron. I knew at the time that they were just basically desperate for any kill that he'd get because they were pretty much a laughing stock in the community. They still are, to be honest. This guy logged on a Cobra, saying that it was first time lucky with his logging ability. Yeah, first time unlucky because you end up on YouTube, and I don't believe this is your first time logging. You did it so proficiently. But yeah, Kevin Spacey's going to earn overtime in this video because there's 4 logs, 2 different combat loggers. So here we go. First, Kevin Spacey.
He's gone.
Now, love it or hate it, Southish's response is that he defends the Thargoids from the human menace. Now, I roleplay as a pirate, so I'm not going to criticize anyone for their choice of roleplay, and everyone's roleplay is as valid as anyone else's. I'm not surprised I'm hearing this from Brown Nugget Mining. They've long held this stance that the human menace needs to be fought, and they use that to justify attacking people in AX conflict zones. Now, I criticised IED for doing it because IED were a lawful faction that were claimed to be holier than thou, whiter than white lawful. Yet they were traipsing around AX zones looking for easy kills. Now I'm not going to say that I agree with certain, other squadrons doing it. However, it's more in keeping with other squadrons' roleplay. If you roleplay as, for example, TOCX and you've been in AX conflict zones killing everyone, that's what I expect. An entire wing of TOCX jumped on Al when he was in his AX Corvette on his way to hand his bonds in, and he barely got away alive. But he got away legitimately, and escaping legitimately is what the game is all about. If you combat log, you're no longer playing the game. You've quit. You're not playing. That's not escaping legitimately, that is just cheating. We all know that. We all know you shouldn't combat log in an MMO. Now, it sucks that you get jumped by a wing of 4 on the way back to hand your bonds in from a conflict zone. That sort of stuff happens. But it doesn't give you the right to cheat, or at least that's my opinion. But I would love to know yours. Let me know what you think of this argument and the points raised in the discussion between Southish and this commander in the comments down below. It is a very hot button topic, this one. Hang on a minute.
He's gone.
And he's going to be asking for the overtime rate this many times being used in a video. Now, FDev's stance is obviously anytime you exit the game ungracefully is using the unintended exploit that we like to call combat logging. That's either like dashboarding, turning your Xbox off, whipping out your internet cable as it's wrapped around your ankle for quick release. All the methods that you would use to combat log. It's just, you're not playing the game anymore, you've decided to cheat to escape death. It's never going to be accepted in an MMO, there isn't an MMO out there that kind of allows that sort of thing or thinks that sort of thing's a good thing to do. In fact, there's very few games where quitting out to avoid death is considered a good thing. Quitting out to avoid defeat, it's not considered a good thing. Now I understand you've got aim, you want to take part in a community event and kill space daisies in PvE combat. However, if you're doing it in open, and if you're doing it in open pleasure to power play, you've got to expect people that may attack you. It's something. This guy even says that like people have been ganking at these AX events, and they have for a long, long time. I wish that they didn't, but I have no control over them, and it's their right to do that. It's open. They have the right to kill people at AX zones as far as I'm concerned. Again, I'd love to know your opinions down below. You know mine when it comes to this sort of thing.
He's gone.
Do I think it's a cheap move to attack people that are weakened after PvE combat with a Thargoid? Yes, I do. The same as I think it's a cheap move for people to attack people after they've had a PvP fight. But it has never stopped anyone doing it. As for the excuse saying he didn't know that power play and he doing the modules, that one never washes with me, because it's very clear. Like, the fact that you get rewarded with merits for killing enemy power players in the right circumstances clearly shows that power play is all about PvP. And power play in its inception and creation was about allowing people to kill power play targets, PvP combat, without notoriety. So if you're pledged to the power and you only kill people with powers that are enemies of yours, you do not get notoriety. You are free to kill those people without consequence, or a lot of consequence. You get a bounty, but it's a very small one, and you don't get the notoriety, which is the big thing that stops you paying off your bounty and causes you problems. In fact, here's Sandy Samarco of FDev explaining it. Thanks very much to Devo for the clip. Link to his channel in the description down below. I always use these clips.
And it's galactic-wide content, dynamic changing content. But importantly, most important of all, it allows consensual PvP. It allows consensual PvP.
So yeah, I am harsh with this, but if you're pledged to a power in an open, you've consented to PvP twice. If you in open, you're consenting to interaction with other players, and that could be negative. And if you're in power play, you're consenting to PvP against rival powers, no matter what else you're doing. Sorry.
He's gone.
Like I say, I'm throwing it open to you guys. If you let me know in the comments down below what you think of these guys' arguments, Southish's arguments, what I've said, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know where you stand as it comes to this. I still think it's a cheap move attacking people while they're doing AX kills, but like I say, if someone wants to say they're defending the Thargoids from the human menace, I roleplay as a space pirate. I can't criticize anyone's roleplay, and no one's roleplay is less or more valid than mine. That's the thing. You might not agree with the ganker, but the ganker is free to do it because it's his game, his way. He paid the money, he can do what he likes. That's my opinion. Love to know yours. Let me know in the comments down below. This is what happened after 3 logs. Southish did get a measure of revenge, ramming the guy to death outside the station, and he managed to get away before the station killed him. So that's it. No more Kevin Spacey for this video. Yeah, let me know what you think of this guy's arguments in the comments down below. And like I say, my argument with IED was I didn't think it was a good look for a good guy squadron to be doing this. To me, I understand why a bad guy squadron would be doing this. I understand, but a holier than thou good guy squadron doing it just screamed to me of desperate for cheap kills. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And Southish the One escapes the station and lives to fight another day. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.